TSUTigers.com. We are here with head women's basketball coach Larry Joe Inman. Coach Inman, your ladies just defeated Southeast Missouri 68-58. What are your general thoughts on the game tonight?
I thought, especially the first half, we played about as well offensively the first half as we can play. I felt like we built a good lead. We had a good inside-outside combination, and we were clicking pretty good. I felt like the second half we maintained a lot of it once we endured the storm towards the end. I felt like we stepped up and took care of business all the way down the stretch. But felt like our defense was a big difference. Felt like we'd done a good job with our game plan with them in our scout, and so I was very pleased with our execution defensively, especially. A little, at times, good and bad the second half with offensive execution, but when we had to have it, we stepped up and made the big plays.
Now, Coach, in the first half, we got off to a very fast start, scoring 40 points in the first half, 28 points in the paint, 7 came from the free throw line, meaning only 5 other points came from elsewhere. Was that a key to just really pound the inside, or is that part of what you're hoping that this team does? Well,
we basically kind of take what the defense gives us. If it's a perimeter play, if it's an inside play, whatever it might be. But, we had some good looks inside, and we took them. And we had some good looks outside, and we took those. And we run different offensive sets for different things, sometimes for outside shots, other times for inside shots. And we run a variety of different sets. And sometimes doing the same thing with just a different set. It might be 5 out versus 3 out, 2 in. It might be 4 out, 1 in. But the philosophy and the basis of what we do is basically the same. But especially the first half, our posts were having a good first half, so we kept bringing it to them.
You had a little bit of foul trouble, at least Avery and Rachel did in the first half. You were forced to sit both of them. But then some of your reserves came in and played really well and actually extended the lead. Talk about some of the bench players tonight, as well as just the overall depth of this team.
I'll be honest with you, our depth is pretty good. Every day in practice, we don't know which team's going to win, one team or the other team, and they battle. You'd think we was playing a national championship game. Sometimes at practice it's so competitive, but that's why they've gotten better, and we've gotten better. We had probably one of our best weeks ever this week, competing against each other and playing and improving. We got a chance to work on some things we hadn't got a chance to work on, and I felt like tonight we were able to execute better because it was more clear and our execution was much better.
You had a long stretch of not playing, coming and being a part of the break where there's no classes and so on. Did you feel that helped maybe be able to have the opportunity to go 1-on-1 or 5-on-5 with your team?
Well, it did, but the big thing was, like you said, we were able to take some days off and do some things that we were able to rehabilitate ourselves. We had some little nagging injuries. Tonight we played healthy most of the night, and hopefully we don't get banged up again. But basically, other than maybe one kid, we came through unscathed, and I think she's okay now too. But we've been having a lot of little nagging things, injuries and things as we played earlier, and so it's helped. It's also helped during the game. We've been able to rotate sometimes 5 in, 5 out. Not always, but sometimes. But we just got a lot of kids stepping up, and that's what it takes, to compete at what we got to be, and that's to hopefully win a championship. And I think that's everybody's goals in this league, and that's what we have to do to be competitive.
Coach, your defense is able to hold Southeast Missouri at 33%, well as you forced 24 turnovers. I know you've touched on the defense a little bit. Kesey said it was just TSU defense. Is that the hallmark of this team?
I think so. We take a lot of pride in our defense, and as a coach, I'm going to preach it, but they got to believe in it, and I think they believe in it, and I think they are realizing more and more as we do different defensive schemes that they're capable of doing more, and that's just helps me sell into them that they're able to play with confidence and see things happen. And so I got to give my coaches a lot of credit too. They've done a great job of scouting and getting some good things, and we're able to capitalize on different people's offenses and the things they tend to do and take that away from them, and our kids are really bought into it, and they're thinking the game a lot more now. They're not just playing anymore. They're thinking the game so much more now,
We are now in the 2013 part of the season, and you can almost see the finish line just a little bit more than a month and a half away. Does this become more of a, okay, it's time to start stepping it up, start turning it on, and moving to the next part of the plan?
I think you play steady, you get better, and hopefully by tournament time you're playing the best basketball of the year for yourself. And I have had different teams, different ways that peak too early and plateau off, you know, at the end, or some of them. Basically, a lot of times kids, as the season wears on them, and they get a little bit bored with it, tired of it, less initiative to want to play and that kind of stuff. But right now, we're just having fun. I mean, every day these kids are coming out here and we're having fun playing and getting better doing the things we're doing. A lot of that's where you got a new system and they're learning new things every week, kind of, you know.
Coach Kesey's been on a tear these past few games, especially in OVC play. She had 18 points tonight. How important is her play? I mean, it kind of seems almost like when your team can't really get a shot off, or, you know, she has no business shooting it and somehow the ball goes in, or she makes that big shot. Talk about her play.
Kesey is money. If she gets good looks, she scores. We've got some other kids, though, that can score. We've got some that really haven't seen some of the things they can do, but we've got some kids that can step up and do good things. And, you know, she's one of them. Shu is a great shooter. Then we've got some kids that come in that are good players, you know. Tanisha shoots it well. Atlanta gives us good size at the point guard, attacks the basket well. And then Bree, you got to give Bree credit. Bree is on lockdown when she guards you. She's a great defender, and it's just really her offensive game's coming. We've just got a lot of kids like her. Our young kids are getting better, and I think our kids are taking on more ownership. Each individual tonight, Simone picked her game up quite a bit. Chelsea played well, you know, and just different ones. And like the first half, you know, Avery was playing really well. So just different ones doing different things that helps our team totally be successful.
Coach, congratulations. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.